This week is a somber and a heartbreaking week for Ada County. It's difficult, it's hard to convey the sadness that we all feel when a young man who was just 27 years old, with his entire life ahead of him, is needlessly and tragically killed while doing his job protecting the citizens of Ada County. Deputy Bolter is part of our family. This board would like to thank the Ada County Sheriff's Matt Clifford for helping us navigate through this tragic event. Before we turn the time over to Sheriff Clifford and others, I would like for all of us to take a moment of silent prayer. I learned last night that Deputy Bolter was a man of prayer. We heard from his pastor last night at a vigil in Star that was well attended. And so if you would take a moment of silence, and if you pray for Deputy Bolter and his family, and we can do that now. Thank you. We also need to remember Deputy Dallas Denny. She was injured on the way to help Deputy Bolter. Sheriff?
Thank you, Commissioners. We often talk about how we're the largest agency, and we are steeped in tradition of over 150 years in service, and we're very proud of that. But it makes this extra hard because we've been around a long time, and this is the first time we've had a line of duty death. So Deputy Bolter's passing has hit the entire agency very hard, but everyone has come together in a magnificent way. And I'll repeat something that I talked about at the vigil last night of, I look at the men and women of the sheriff's office, and everyone has all kinds of different feelings. They're sad, they're mad, confused, and just angry at what happened. But we look at the community we live in, a community that we've always bragged about and said how much we appreciate them. And Bolter gives us even more hope into bringing everyone together. The vigil last night in Star, we can't figure out how many people were there. It was amazing. I couldn't see past all of the candles and all of the people. But instead of talking about how great a community we have, Deputy Bolter has shown us how great we are. And that's something precious in the United States today. We live in a different place than many other places in the country. And the outpouring of support has been amazing. One of the things that I'd like to relay to the public are we have two focuses right now at the Sheriff's Office. One of which is celebrating Deputy Bolter through his funeral arrangements, which we'll make public in the days to come, and how we celebrate him now. There will be much more as the dust settles after the funeral of how we celebrate him in the future. We're trying to really take our time with how we showcase to the public, just who he was, what kind of deputy he was, what kind of man he was, what kind of husband he was. And our second focus is on Abby, his wife. I left a room full of probably 60 people from, I think, 6 or 7 different agencies here in the Valley that have all gathered together as a huge team to work on not only Deputy Bolter's funeral, but the focus on Abby, making sure she's taken care of financially, making sure that we take care of her family that live here, the people that are coming to be with her, the people that will come and celebrate Deputy Bolter. And that is also a thing that we are blessed with here in this valley. Every agency through the whole valley has poured their help into making sure that Deputy Bolter and his wife are taken care of. And I appreciate them for it. And just in closing, I also appreciate all of you. All the Ada County employees have been amazing. The commissioners, the prosecutor's office, everyone has stepped up to help. Everybody is grieving with us. And everyone has shown all of my employees that we're not we're not alone in this tragedy, and we appreciate that from you. And we'll get past this, and it will take a long time, and the healing will be a long process. But as a community, like I said, I think we thank Deputy Bolter for making us even stronger. And it's too bad that we have so much strength through tragedy, but he's definitely a symbol of what we have here in Idaho. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Jan?
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman and Commissioners, and thank you all for being here today. Thank you to the Sheriff's Department, and I also want to thank our community for everything that you're doing and for the support. I think that we all feel it. I know the Sheriff's Office feels it. In particular, though, I want to thank Sheriff Clifford. I have watched him navigate this from the night at the hospital through everything that he's gone through today, and I am just incredibly proud of him, and I know how difficult this is for him. And I'm sorry, I'll try to get through this too without tearing up, but I really appreciate his leadership. He's been incredible, so thank you. I just want to say on behalf of my office that I extend our deepest condolences to Deputy Bolter's family, to the Ada County Sheriff's Office, to all of our law enforcement colleagues across the Treasure Valley. We are truly all heartbroken and devastated, knowing that Deputy Bolter made the ultimate sacrifice in service to his community. We stand with our law enforcement partners as we grieve this deeply felt loss. The events of Saturday night are a stark reminder that law enforcement officers put their lives on the line every single day to protect us. These heroes put their lives before others. They do this to protect us. They put the lives of others before their own. Instead of running away from danger, they bravely run to danger, even though it is a great personal risk. They do so knowing they may not return to their loved ones, and they do so with immense courage. And yet, knowing all that, they still don the uniform. They set out on patrol with a sense of duty in their hearts, knowing they are serving their communities and they are protecting you all. As always, we are proud to stand alongside law enforcement. Thank you, Chairman.
Ada County deputies like Tobin Bolter, they do that every day and night. Now it's our turn to protect and serve. We as a board are making sure that Deputy Bolter's family has everything they need going forward. The board is pleased to share with everyone in Ada County, throughout Idaho and throughout the country, ways we can return blessings of service and dedication. As you know, there are multiple ways everyone in the community can assist the Bolter family. Please take a moment to view some of the options you have to provide support and assistance. Find those on the Ada County Facebook page, the Ada County homepage, the Ada County Sheriff's Employees Association, and the Sheriff's page. There's numbers of ways that we can serve. As Deputy Bolter's employer, Ada County, and specifically this board, will make sure that his family has both financial and emotional support now and into the future. Would either Commissioner Daly or Davidson wish to say something?
Well, Mr. Chair, I'd like to just echo the comments of my fellow commissioners and Sheriff Clifford and Prosecutor Jan Bennett. So in this line of work as a Ada County Commissioner, you do get to know some of the community's best leaders. And I'd like to thank Sheriff Clifford and Prosecutor Bennett and Commissioners Beck and Daly for your leadership, integrity, and your dedication to this county. This board has always been committed to providing the Sheriff's Department with the resources they need to carry out their job safely and efficiently. Being a sheriff's deputy is not an easy job, as everyone here knows. When you start out, your shift includes a lot of overnights and long hours. You're putting yourself in harm's way to protect every person in your community. We know that, and we work to ensure that our employees are supported and protected. Sadly, as we know, we cannot protect everyone from those who would do us harm. This event was shocking and senseless. Our community has been a safe haven for individuals and families. We've been spared many of the challenges of larger communities surrounding us. And we believe it's because our challenges can be overcome. We believe because of our employees, like Deputy Bolter and everyone who lives here. And we're heartbroken by the events of last weekend, and we will continue to do all that we can to protect our employees and our community. We do this for Deputy Tobin Bolter and every law enforcement officer who dedicates their life to public service. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Daly?
Thank you, Chairman Beck, and everyone here, actually, that's here. It reminded me, and I quoted this before, George Washington said once that it's always associate yourself with people of good quality. And that's what we have here. All of you, and especially the person we're memorializing here today, and that's Deputy Bolter. Every person here has had a life of service. All of you, all of us on the dais. Every person has served family, faith, and community. We've all had experiences that are precious to us, to our career, to our family, children, grandchildren, for me, grandchildren, weddings, birthdays, all of those things. Deputy Bolter didn't have the opportunity to experience those things. And that's why it is a special grievance for us in remembering him, is that he has not had those experiences. We know that we grieve deeply with everyone here, with everyone in the community, everybody that worked with him, that crossed paths with him these last 27 years, are remembering him now and what he was, the life he was, the life he exemplified for all of us. I want to thank the community as well, like everybody else has. This is a community that exemplifies our focus here now is on him. If you see some of the things that happen in other communities, not only in this country but around the world, when tragedies like this happen, they focus differently than we're focusing here in this community, and I appreciate the community for that. We appreciate as well all the things that we've heard from not only Ada County residents, but from Idahoans and from our country, expressions of support for the family and for us as a community. We thank all of them for that, and we know that all of you and all of us here are keeping him, Deputy Bolter, and his family in our prayers. And so thank you all of you for being here. Thank you all for being part of this community.